on a pole.
Alright, tape is rolling, boys and girls. Getting ready for live on the air.
Don't lie to me, there's no tape.
You're right, there is no tape. It's
all
all a
digital.
tree of your imagination.
Living in the goddamn past, man. Tape shit.
Live in the future, what are you talking about?
The struggle is real.
It's real.
Frickin' nobody's selling onions in the entire city.
Why would you want to buy onions? You can get them free everywhere.
You get them free everywhere, huh?
Well, I'm going to cook
Steal.
some hot pies, and no, I'm not going to steal.
Come on.
Look, I like my 500 gold from the Oracle, and when they
All you gotta say is, no, I don't. No, I don't.
right now I can say
No, I'm
yes.
not. Huh?
Right now I can say yes to everything, and I don't have to even think about it.
Alright, quiet on the set, boys and girls.
Rainbow Smith.
Quiet on the set!
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Virginia. And no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, Lunch. No other than a dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
This is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside Shroud Avatar 5 days a week for your listening and viewing pleasure and or entertainment. Welcome to the show today. Today is Monday, May 1st, 2017 here inside Shroud Avatar. That means it's May Day. May Day, May Day.
Yep.
And of course, we're coming off this past weekend's release, last Thursday. Of course, been an interesting release. Lots and lots of patch notes, lots and lots of little tweaks and fixes, lots and lots of no pant complaints. I tell you, just all sorts of stuff going on around here today.
I just started my stream with like 45 seconds of no audio because of Windows updates.
Ah, well.
All right.
Well, welcome to the stream world.
I know. It's like, where's my green bars? Where's that at? It's like, let's go find it.
Drank too much coffee, did you?
I don't drink any coffee. What are you talking about?
Oh, man. I'm sorry. Did I
stuff will kill you.
insult you?
No coffee for me.
Drinkers. God dang it.
If anything, it's like, that's like the almost instantaneous bowel movement.
Yeah, it's like,
I think that's why you drink.
I never had that problem. I don't know.
If you need to
like,
clean
you
the
just
system
wanna go
out,
drop the
that's
kids
why
off.
you're always in the bathroom. I mean, geez, that's why you miss half the show. You're either getting
Every single
coffee
day
or
he's
you're
like,
recycling
I need
it.
coffee. I'm going to the bathroom. I need coffee. I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Go to
Haven't
the
you
bathroom,
figured
pour my
out that
coffee.
correlation yet?
Yeah.
So, Jack, what did you do over the weekend?
Well, you know what? I actually had a lot of sales on Shroud Marketplace that I had to take care of, including a late night one last night at like 1:30, 1:45 in the morning. Then,
Late
yeah,
night
I also GM'd milling finally.
Woohoo!
That's a useful
XP game.
Is,
I know,
how
it's the
long has
most
that
useful
taken you?
GM ever. Well,
Since
you also have to remember
persistence.
that I got to like 98 without using any XP pools because I never had an XP pool.
Alright, well, it went up, went down, it went up, and went down.
No, it was doing it at 4 XP per tick.
He was like
That
he
gain or
was
loss?
hurting me when I watch him do it. I mean, I really was like, ouch. Watching
Yeah,
what he
that wasn't
doing
hurting
there.
you.
That's
Hey,
for gain or for
crap.
loss?
No, like it would not use any XP whatsoever. Like if you get your XP down, your production XP down to between 4,000 and 5,000, it will. You can like sit there and like convert scrap to pulp, and it won't use any XP from your pool, but it's only applying. Yeah, but it's the equal gain and loss at the same time. And it's like 4 XP per craft.
And I want to welcome Carl Zons out there. I think I got that right. And of course, I see MS Patch sliding in as well.
Matt. Yeah, that's who
Along
you're saying
with
is sliding in.
Drager and a few other people. So welcome, guys. How y'all doing?
Eagle.
Good seeing
You
y'all.
forgot Eagle
Oh, Eagle's out
And-
there. I know he's
and
out there.
Odin
His,
Bloodbane.
Eagle's
I
one
like
of our
that name.
biggest supporters. He's got all
Yes.
the swag out there.
Hi, Eagle. Eagle said hi in my channel. Yay.
Yay!
Okay, so this is Monday, and we do know that we had the Friday update. We also had a patch over the weekend that we need to talk about. We also need to talk about a patch that just was
Hasn't
released.
happened yet. Or just happened.
You know what?
That's right.
Patch notes are out. We haven't updated because you know what? But at the same time,
Well, the patch notes
it-
came out like 3 minutes before we went on the air, so even
hey,
though,
yeah, I told you about it. So yeah.
duh.
Yep. Don't make me hurt you.
I'm gonna
Show
go
me smalls.
patch just to annoy you. Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to log out of the game right now, and I'm going to go force the update. I'm going to close out of Steam. I'm going to reload it and do it
Don't
that
forget
way.
Windows.
Really
Windows
bad.
10's once.
Ooh, Eagle's just back from 10 days in Italy.
Ooh, very nice. How is Italy
Yeah.
this time of year?
Fucking terrorists.
Hey now,
I'm just saying.
not terrorists. Fake news. We got fake news guys
Yeah,
out there.
right.
Fake news guys.
Hey, wasn't it Italy where a porn star was running for?
And
Oh,
won.
yeah.
I thought.
She won like several times. So I have to support those Italians.
You know, I got to
unfortunately, parts are
support
like-
forward thinking. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely. But there's also the backwards thinking in like Sicily where the mafia still runs everything.
All right, hushy you up.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Head in the face.
Did it just fall off the truck?
Yeah. I knew the cow was coming. Hey, Crafty, how you doing?
Okay, so are you ready for the update of the Avatar number 225?
Well, we're gonna do the update, or we're gonna go to the patch notes.
Patch notes.
Because truthfully, updated the Avatar. I mean, we'll cover it. Let's skim over it real quick, just because it's
Okay,
there. and just
real
because
real
it's what
quick
we
one.
do. But
Yeah.
I believe
Updated the
most of
Avatar.
this we've covered already.
Yeah, yes, we have. Release 41 came out last Thursday. Moondial was recently redone with the reordering of the celestial bodies in the heavens. There are now more game systems directly tied to those celestial bodies. Like town sieges are directly tied. And then
Chanting and masterworking.
yeah. They've also created a new Silver Darkstar Moondial that will only be available through the referral program when that comes back online. Other variants that look very so bring in new users. Other variants that look very different from the Darkstar versions will then be created, including a craftable version that's more mechanical in nature, and an inert Moondial in the add-on store.
That thing do anything?
What?
Same thing as an astrolab.
I think
Spins around.
that's what we're telling you it does. Is the moon dial is synced up with the stars now, and they've added all this new stuff. Are you paying any attention to this?
Who pays
No,
attention?
he's not.
Doesn't do anything.
What am I?
Doesn't do
It
anything.
shows you stuff.
Yes, it sits there and spins.
Yeah, I can see where the
Spin.
sun's at. I don't need it to tell me where the sun is. All right.
It sit and spin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can see it or on stream or not, but this constellation that's in this picture is actually the chaos symbol. Above it, you have a book. You also have a sickle. You have some other things that are also there. So you can see the constellations either using the astrolabe or the moon dials, and even they change slightly. So that means that Bowen Bloodgood's going to have his work cut out for him as he
Indeed.
tries to redo the celestial system, because you know what, there was 300 real years between the actual
Planetary alignments, yes.
So now we have no idea when these things will actually happen.
Keep your eye on your moon dial.
It went from 300
Yes.
years to 3 seconds.
So new moon dials will be coming out. More good things. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. The Oracle also received an update. They're moving through the final sections of the story. They're working on the characters you will interact with at critical parts of your path. In Release 37, they added the Priestess of the Wind, Cassie, and Shogun Sorrento. Release 37? I think that should be like 27.
You
When
would know
Ardorus
better
and-
than I.
Yeah, I think when Ardorus came online and they started doing those quests, although the newer models didn't come on until Release 37, so I think that's what they're talking about.
That
the
may be
newer
what it is.
Yeah, in Release 43, they're going to be actually adding the Oracle in-game, and that's going to be part of the final segment of the quest line for the Shroud of the Avatar. Maybe you'll actually learn what the Shroud is. The making of Highvale Upskirt was taken care of last week, as well as the making of Blood River's Upskirt,
Blood
which is
River.
not something that you want
Sounds
always
bad.
on an upskirt, because that flowing river of blood isn't something that people really get off on unless you're Led Zepp.
Cotton. Need more cotton.
Well, that's what the sheep's for, right? Keep all that.
Wool, yeah, cotton.
Yeah.
No, man, you need
It's very
security here.
absorbent. Very absorbent.
Yes. Then we also had the refactor of the web store, where they also included some checkout payment methods, Autism Awareness Month. Over the weekend, City Plus properties were on sale for their weekend flash sale. And I could pull out the soapbox on that, but yeah. And then the raffle winners were announced.
Okay, Smith.
Yeah.
What?
Soapbox. Yep. Localization team, and don't forget trophy room contest, including hopefully Laz will finish off decorating the keep basement so that way Laz and I can do our trophy room.
Needs torches.
Oh, well,
Needs
you know.
torches.
It's not going to take us long because we have a
Hey,
grand design, of course,
Yeah.
and we already know what the design is. So,
Yeah.
we do have a little competition with our guildies, though. If you haven't seen the pictures that our guild mates posted,
I'm aware. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun.
that's right.
But that's pretty much everything in the weekend update. The shortest version that I think we've ever done.
Yes, well, again, we've pretty much covered most of this in the previous week, so most of this is just for those of the folks who didn't. But all sorts of the good tidbits are, of course, in the patch notes, in the stand-up, and, of course, in Chris's journal.
Chris's blog.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, we
The fun
got
stuff.
to
Yeah.
really dig into the goodies coming in here to start out on a Monday. And then we
Suck
can
it,
then we can
players.
figure out what we're going to do for the rest of the week. After that,
Well, did you want to cover what happened over the weekend and one of the funny things that actually happened on Friday with one of the patches?
Well, let's start with Friday.
Oh boy.
Okay. Patches. Don't forget, we do know that after a release that there's going to be patch as a fix bugs, some of which are reintroduced into the system and causes people to gripe left and right. So, do you want to cover Saturday's patch, or do you want to do Friday's patch?
1 second here.
What number are you looking at? I'm staring at 599.
Oh well.
The longest patch notes ever.
Is 590? Well, yeah. We gotta start with 599, then we can jump around, I guess.
Okay.
Let me get 599.
Well, 599, then we can go on to 600. So patch 599 happened because patch 594 or whatever it was before that
598.
caused a Are you sure? Yeah, 598.
Yes,
Caused a problem where there was no journal whatsoever.
Zip.
It's
Killed.
like, hey,
Nada.
you got a blank journal.
Nix.
Woohoo!
Uh-uh.
And that came out Friday evening. So Saturday, they had to actually do some work. And what they did was they released the longest patch notes ever in order to fix your journal. And from there, the blank journal pages for quests and tasks, which block progress in quests, and no data was lost. They just changed the path and had to rebuild the entire install of the game and then push it out there for everybody. Ba-dum. Now, at the same time, this is something that we were talking about before the show. Laz, can you bring up your journal real quick?
I can.
Because, you can. Yes. Now, I want to know whether or not you have informed Charlotte's mother in yours.
And current tasks, I guess.
Yes, it will be in current tasks.
Inform Charlotte's mother. I do.
Huh. Imagine that. You let Charlotte Gray die.
Yes, unfortunately, I wasn't able to save Charlotte Gray, and the child passed away. One of many victims of the Battle of Souls Bridge.
Now,
Find her mother later. Pass the grim news of her passing.
I don't know if this has been documented yet, but this is probably a bug. So if you do see that, it's probably a bug.
Yes, because I actually had Charlotte, and she came with me, and I actually escorted her, as far as I recall.
Yeah.
That was
Because,
before
I mean-
persistence, I think, wasn't it?
No,
500
this was,
times you did it.
This was
Yeah.
the first iteration when I did it, back when, yeah. Oh, look, there's Charlotte.
There's Charlotte Gray right there.
There's Charlotte.
Hold
There's
on.
the ghost of Charlotte.
Thank you,
right there
Gix.
for you.
Let's go see if we can talk to the ghost of Charlotte Gray.
Ask her name. Say name. See what happens.
Wait, I'm talking to Charlotte. Yes, I can help you find your parents. Okay, good. Woohoo!
Are you serious?
Now my task is rescue Charlotte.
Ask her name. It says child.
That's Charlotte Gray. No shit.
Oh man.
So anybody who needs help getting that fixed, you can come right here to that. Daddy told me to hide.
Let's go find my mommy. Mommy.
Okay, now I can.
That is pretty damn funny. I mean, that's probably going to completely bug everything, but yeah.
Yeah, well, we're gonna wipe
Yeah,
it and do it all over when we go to release anyway. So just for giggles and grins.
After everything is quest complete,
This way,
then we are
can-
going to
we
reset
can run
our-
around
yeah.
and complete quest and play Screw Your Neighbor all over again while we're out doing it. And,
what are you talking about? You mean I get to go kill Myron again?
I know you just dread the day when that happens. Yes.
I enjoy killing Myron. I don't know about anybody else, but I think that's the best way to set him free.
Well, and that's your call. That's your morality to live with. If you believe that's the best way to let him.
I am not doing it in order to be spiteful. I'm not doing it to be malicious. I am just setting the guy free.
Yeah, taking another man's life.
Yep.
You can live with that.
So, do you want to cover patch number 600, which just came out? We have not yet patched, so so it is something that people
Do we need to
later
cover
this
Friday's
afternoon will
patch
be covering.
notes for everybody? Is there anything major in there? Or?
Well, I mean, crossbows can be fixed from Friday. It's masterworked and enchanted. Leaf shield now has a chance for block and fizzle. I mean, so this is all stuff that came out on Friday. Fixed an issue with offhand attack.
Well, I guess
increased the opacity of guild leader. Yep.
Smelly Bob now gives more detailed information. I love that.
About gaining the huzzah!
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 Have you learned huzzah yet?
Yes, I've learned all the new ones already.
Hey, I've learned like 2 of them.
And if
I had to get the important ones.
And if you all want to find out where the guy for Beg is, I'll sell you that information for a couple coins.
Sell it real cheap.
That's
right.
The last freaking thing. What's it look like? Let me see it. You see it last.
What's that?
Now I'm curious as to why Carrie's just jumping.
Beg.
I don't know. Holly seems to be having a good time with that sheep there. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Well, she's doing the time warp on the sheep.
It is.
But Carrie's just sitting there jumping up and down.
That's pretty good.
And Spiff is trying to trade me something, and I don't know what it is.
That's the new Beggy mode right there.
Yeah, not quite what I.
Yeah, no, that's not grovel.
Oh, it kind of looks
not
like
your favorite.
Well, we need something to
grovel.
compliment. We need something to compliment grovel.
And now I can go panhandle on the corner.
Well, it all depends on like how you're doing it, because like if you do it properly and then you grovel,
I see it coming.
you can have tons of fun. I mean, I don't know how these things would ever be abused, but yeah.
Once again, thank you, Gix.
Something a little bit better.
I have noticed that we got a little capron effect going on there. Do you see that on your screen?
Yeah, I saw the capron. Now the real question is, you need to come over here in front of me and you need to beg.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, come on, you know you want to.
Turn around. You know what I like.
Then it's not begging.
That's right.
Get on your knees, sucker. You know what I like.
Well, he's begging for the protein. I think that's what it is.
All right, moving
We'll get it eventually.
right along.
Okay.
Back to the patch.
I need some cream for my coffee.
Yeah, we do have lots of updates, but Friday's patch was a huge patch. But let's cover today's patch, because you know what, that's got the most.
Build number 600 came out at
Build-
high noon.
High noon, we have not yet patched, so we have yet to download it. Patch number 600, it is going to have an altered volcano visual effects out in Blood Bay, where lava sprites with obvious bottom of the textures were shooting and being ejaculated into the air. So that has been contained a little bit. The tip hat emote will no longer cause the virtue cloak to deform. The Bone Steel Crown and Heart of Sorrow are now repairable. Whenever you start the game and you have the intro song, you'll now play before the intro movie.
Mm-hmm.
The interconnectors linking Exeter and Xenos in the player towns of
Uglia.
whatever that is, Agigia, Brixeter, and Blue Rose Isle were corrected for those interconnectors, And leaving basins no longer redirects players into sieges. Damn. And they fixed the highlighting of moused over items in context menus. And they also made the information pop-up dialogue modal. Fixed collision areas on various props and Valhold, including the Moon Tower. The stag hat can now be masterworked and enchanted.
Say that again?
After that,
Your stag can be masterworked and enchanted.
your
finally.
stag hat can now
What?
be
Can
masterworked and
it be
enchanted.
mounted though?
Yes, it can.
Of course it can be mounted.
But not the stag
Just like
hat.
the
It's the
sheep.
stag.
Can you mount the
It
sheep?
can be mounted dead or alive.
Yeah.
I go on there. Move it right along.
Yeah, let's keep the necrophilia to a minimum, please.
Not
The moon dial size was slightly decreased. They separated the satyrs and fawns and kobolds into separate spawn groups in Elysium Mines. Conversation barks for Antonio and Spite have been updated. Pajama and Theodoric and Valhold now report their names correctly when asked. There's a poor collision on a large rock in Spectral Mines was fixed. They updated the text confirmation pop-up on entering sieges, fixed interactive note in Solace Bridge outskirts, turned on localization conversations again, and the keyword hello should now work.
Hola.
Hola. Hello.
Frida saying.
Avita saying is goodbye, man.
I know.
Next you're going to be like, shoes.
boy.
Anye Hasayo.
I got
And
shoes.
then you're going to answer the phone, mushy mushy. What are you doing? Mushy mushy.
So Bagadu.
Mushy.
Yeah, that's right. The new fur color clothes no longer stick to players' legs. Still haven't fixed the capron. They added
Capron's
agriculture
back,
merchant
people. Capron's
in
back.
Brittany Fields, who works with the wheat fields. Oh, it never really left. I mean, yeah. They no longer are asked to hand in 0 diplomatic notes for Korbar and Skrek. And Arvid, out and resolute, will now offer to open the gate. He is watching when greeted. Yay.
Yeah.
And that's all, everything.
Known issues. Big one.
Yeah,
up top.
no. Yeah. What? Mini release 41s are not properly set to be teachable.
Yeah, it's a big one.
You know what? I don't know if those should be teachable. Because if it's a quest item, you shouldn't be able to go teach it to someone else.
Well, I would like to be able to teach people to dance with me.
There you go. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, you can't
yeah.
argue with Marguerite there. If she wants somebody to waltz with, she's got to be able to teach them.
Another
Well,
cheap steak boogie.
Hey.
Huh. So Marguerite, do you lead or follow?
Oh my.
Well, I guess that depends on who I'm dancing with.
There you go.
Hmm.
Is that
Yeah.
follows?
There you go. All right, moving right along. Is Rustic here? Let me ask that question.
He had his everything muted earlier. Did you just watch Charlotte Gray die and then say,
Yeah.
"Mommy"?
Wrote a bunch
I
of stuff
missed
in my
that.
journal about it. What was that about?
I
And now,
wasn't able to save Charlotte Gray.
wrote
and
in
now
my
you're no
journal.
longer able to save Charlotte Gray, and you have to inform her mother that she has died.
Let's see. Is that
You killed Charlotte.
My journal's been updated like 100 times here.
inform Charlotte's mother? Yes.
Mommy.
Right back to normal.
That should make you flag permanently for PvP for killing the little girl.
Didn't do anything.
You didn't save her
That's
from
funny.
Gix.
I know.
Kicks.
How are we supposed to save her from the guy that just types in /slay?
Well,
Oh,
Get him drunk.
at least it's not /fuckies, and everything in a 200 square radius goes.
Yeah.
But anyway,
But he's not the Deathbringer. He's not the Deathbringer, so we don't have to worry about everybody in the world dying. for everybody in the scene.
Moving right along. I'm not hearing from
What?
Rustic there,
You're-
so I guess we're gonna have to
Well,
tell everybody
remember,
about
he
He's
is
work, I know.
at work. Earlier, he did have everything muted, so we hopefully we'll get an update from him eventually because
Come
there's
on, I
some
said I was going to
huge.
the bathroom, guys. Jesus.
Didn't hear that.
But
There he
Yeah, I
is.
didn't hear
I
that
put
part.
it in the chat.
All right.
Well, you act like we read the chat.
Chat.
I put
what's
it in the
that?
chat that I was taking a shot.
It's
Oh.
pictures in chat. That's what gets everybody's attention.
Yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
remember, Jack's got the memory retention of a goldfish.
Huh?
What are you talking? What? Huh?
Who's Jack?
Where are we at?
Yeah, right. Anyway, thanks for getting back from your shat there. I hope everything came out okay.
I feel fantastic.
There you go.
you look good. You look
Is,
good.
of course, some of the latest breaking news here on this Monday is, of course, Hobloth 4. And, of course, who else to tell the good boys and girls about Hobloth 4 than the man who runs it?
Yeah. I'm really happy to say that Hobloth. Yay! Very happy to say Hobloth 4 registration opened last night with, I dare say, pretty much no hitch. Jack was the first one to jump in there and register and help me find 2 little bugs, which I greatly appreciate. When you code PHP and JavaScript, one character can ruin everything. So thanks for that.
Yeah, I enjoyed the registration process, especially the part about following your name in the Red Moon game.
I use
Is there
PHP.
a quest to register this year?
That's nice.
I'm not telling you what the registration process is
No
like.
spoilers.
That is for you to discover on your own, but registration is not the same as last year, so you cannot import your character.
That much I know already. So, Rustic, without much further ado, you want to tell the good boys and girls all about registration, what's going to be happening this year so far that we know of, and give everybody the latest happenings on Hobloth 4.
Absolutely, I would love to. Thank you. So registration, as Laz so wonderfully mentioned, is now open. You can go to hearthofbritannia.com and find your way to the event portal. There's lots of links to get there. You can go to click on events. You can click the links from the homepage. You can click pretty much anything I've put out on the internet in the last month. And once you get to the actual event portal itself, there's this handy dandy registration sign in the top right. If you click that, it'll pull up a way to let you either log in or create a new character. Actually, everybody has to create a new character this year, as Jack said. Hobloth 3 logins do not work for Hobloth 4. So click create a character and you'll go through the registration process, which I hope you find to be fun. And the registration process is broken into 4 parts. First, you create a character, then you submit your information. So the fun part, the in-game information, your character and all that stuff. Then you give me your address and all that stuff so I can have you officially in the database and send you a physical invitation. Then we interview, then you pay, and then you're fully confirmed once I received your payment. And then, you're going to the event. Yay! But just a real quick note, I need to throw this out there. I'm tired. I've been working on this, working 8 hours a day at my job, plus, each night. We have clocked in at just over 110 hours of total web work, and not just web work, total work, period, for Hobloth 4 so far. And I'm taking this week off. I'm going to Unseen Dragons Festival of the Silver Serpent this weekend, and I have to get ready for that. So interviews will not happen until next week at the earliest. So anybody who requested an interview before that, we're going to have to reschedule, and I'm sorry about that. But when you do request an interview, please make it for sometime after May 10th, because I'm dead.
There you go, folks.
And also,
Give Rustic
Appreciate your
don't forget-
sacrifice.
also after 6 p.m. Central.
Yeah, indeed. So this is the first time that I've tried to run Hobloth while I have a job. So it's a very different beast when I'm working, a 9 to 5 and then trying to do this. So I don't have flexibility for interviews like I used to. So it'll state that when you're choosing times in the registration. But yeah, Monday through Friday, pretty much 8 to 6 are just not fair game, Central Time that is, because I'm at work.
Fucking work.
I should have put my schedule down just for grins.
Let's do our interview now, Rustic.
But also there is
the big
camera. Old red button that he did code, and he did tell me about last night. Did you want to tell people about the big red button on the admin back end?
Oh, of course. So one of the things that took up a lot of my programming time for Hobloth 4 is I have an administrative backend. I'll show you my administrative backend. No, I had one last year as well where I can click and approve people and all that stuff, but it really was ugly. And I spent a lot more time logging into the actual database than I did using any type of user-friendly thing. So this year I spent a large amount of time up front making sure that the administrative backend is, it's actually going to save me time and it's going to work. And of course, there's this big, beautiful, shiny red button that says reject. So, people don't follow the rules. I've got this big button that I'm going to push, and it's very satisfying, especially when it's the one attached to Synesys profile.
Oh.
There you go. Is that like is that like the easy button, but for Hobloth?
Oh yeah, that was easy.
Easy, boom.
Is there any status on the property, Rustic?
It's for sale. That's all I know.
That's all we all know. Is that right?
No offers.
Well, again, the estate is up for sale, and it's under a private listing. So even if there were offers, we wouldn't know about it. Even if we wanted to go look it up.
Pulled out. Will the rug be pulled out or anything like that? Is there any?
We'll keep you updated as we have news. Simple as that.
I'm not worried about it, but I'm also not privy to offers.
Think
about it.
I don't think many people are willing to step up right now for $45 million and buy a big kids playground. So that's my thoughts. How about that?
And also, if you were going to do a $45 million deal, do you really think that's going to happen? Within a few months.
Probably.
Yeah, especially when you know that there's an active theater used by the community on the property. All sorts of Boy Scout troops use the property throughout the year. Richard's
45 million is 45 million, though.
Well, again, Richard's been very nice with the local community out there, and of course I believe that the new owners are going to either have to have some kind of leeway to give everybody proper notice, all that good stuff, blah 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 blah. So I'm not going to.
What's the damn problem?
Damn problem is selling Castleton.
So as of
you got $45 million to spare? We'll go buy it.
Yeah, brother. Hell, I just sold a bunch of pencils at the airport, man. I'll be right over and write a check.
All right.
You better not leave.
I'm looking for nuts. Where do you find pecan nuts in this town?
I got these nuts right here.
Yeah, well, I got a bunch of these nuts over here. Right through the alleyway, right down there, you'll find the vendors. One of those vendors sells nuts.
Get the baker sells nuts.
Yeah, right.
All right, cool. Appreciate y'all. I gotta go get some nuts. I'm going to eat nuts. Y'all be good.
All right.
Get the salty ones. Be sure and get the salty nuts.
Get the salty nuts. You heard it. Marguerite wants to have salty nuts in
right on
your
the other
mouth.
side of that building.
Don't you want any sugar on your nuts as well? So that way they're a little salty and sweet.
Sweet
Chocolate
and
salty.
A little sour in there, a little hot, some spice.
We got honey roasted and musk.
There you go. And musk.
So just one last thing real quick. As of 12:40 p.m. Central Time, there are 23 potential attendees for Hobloth 4.
I believe that.
21 who've actually submitted. So we're almost a quarter of the way there.
Now,
Yes.
Hobloth is happening when? and where, just for the folks who are not aware of this?
Certainly, Hobloth 4 is the ultimate event. It is the live-action role-playing in Britannia with Lord British and other wonderful people who worked on the Ultimate games. It is Thursday, November 9th through Sunday, November 12th in Austin, Texas, this year, 2017.
And that's on Richard's Castleton property, just for those of you guys who didn't catch that. We went last year. It was a blast. Plan to attend this year, so long as we pass the grueling video interview process and don't get the big red button pushed on us.
Is there a deadline for ticket purchases?
A deadline for what, I'm sorry?
Deadline for Hobloth ticket purchases?
So registration closes, I believe, off the top of my head, I think it is the last day of September. That's also, I think, and then payment, I believe, has to be received either by that time. I'm not sure. It's all on the website in the FAQ. I don't have that memorized. But I do think, if memory serves, that registration closes September 30th of this year, and that might be the deadline for donating.
Now, let me remind everybody out there, because I don't think most people understand what happens here either. When you sign up for registration, you will sign up and ask for an interview. All people who go to Hobloth are personally vetted by a video interview in advance by Rustic. Is this correct? Same rules this year?
Indeed, and unlike Hobloth 3, where people who went to Hobloth 2 got a pass, this year everyone interviews regardless of veteran status.
What?
So regardless of whether you're a Hobloth vet, you still have to go through the vetting process in order. It's not just buy tickets and all out, let's go have a good time. You have to be vetted, you have to be approved. And again, this is not a cheap event. Tickets are $200 per person. But that covers a whole bunch of stuff. We won't get into that right at this moment. But what is this year's tagline for Hobloth? I think that states it all.
Hobloth 4 is Libertines of the Hearth.
Not that tagline. The come for the trinkets.
Oh yeah, come for the trinkets, stay for the rabble.
There you go. That tagline. Because Hobloth comes with trinkets, that's for sure. It comes with all sorts of great stuff. But meanwhile, Jack, what do we got next for the boys and girls? Keep mindful. Let's not pull another Friday.
Well, since we're really short on time, we might as well cover. Let's see.
Chris's notes.
Chris's blog post for today. Yes.
Well,
so we do have Chris's blog post for today.
Thursday, actually, because I don't think we covered him.
Well, that's on a different page, and it's all the way at the bottom of the page.
I know that.
So hard. It's so hard.
This is Friday's update from Chris, where he quit blogging changes yesterday because he spent most of the day playing to see what else needs to change.
No, that's not Thursday.
Troll resist.
Anyway.
Well, Friday?
Thursday.
Why do you want
launch day?
It's too hard. It's too hard.
Oh wait, that was Sunday.
Too hard to scroll down.
Kill.
You want launch day, more testing of the attunement changes. Spoilers, I'll probably move it back up a bit. Looking at corpse explosion options, because corpse explosion only works 3 times per corpse, since there is now a limit to the fuel for the spell, and spam casting will be less of an issue. I have reduced the cooldown from 12 to 6 seconds. He added corpse explosion to the 100% experience regain when untraining list for release 41. Screw it! All death magic can be unlearned.
Well, let's see what
attunement curve back to close to where it was for release 40, and tap soul was a little bit too brutal. Patch 2 will have it reduced in damage by 10 points, and he fixed the meteor shower prerequisite to be from 40 to 20. You wanted that?
Well, I don't know. You don't think
wanted
that
that?
The spoiler of the attunement changes?
The death magic?
Yeah, the death magic. All death magic. All all
Hey.
death magic.
I think we
Suck
covered
it,
that
Ted
last
That
week.
is substantial, yes. Not that I'm going to do it, but
Yeah, I thought we covered that last week.
We
anyways.
didn't. Of course.
No, you
Friday.
Okay. Well, I read it last week. I don't know about you guys. So the 28th, we had he quit blogging because you know what, he was playing.
He had to
with
play.
himself. That's right.
Huh.
He had to.
Concept.
Let's see what he
what a
learned from
concept.
playing.
Troll resistances need to be fixed to be less painful, less damage resistance, and also less sun fire resistance. Yep, summoned pets did not get all the upgrades that were listed due to a bad formula parser.
Bad
math. This is fixed and checked in. Elemental pets should get about 50% more health than current, depending on the level. And tamed pets should be 50 to 150 HP more in the next patch. Brr. Suck it, tamers.
Suck it, tamers.
That's the other pets.
And-
Solid pets.
I'm waiting for someone to still do it. There you go. Aggro multiplayer for pets was double in release 40 and 1x in release 41, reducing this further to compensate for others in how pet aggro was applied. And for the weekend patch, it should be a third. The biggest problem is pet owners got a double whammy of aggro for healing their pets and made it super easy to pull aggro just through a heal.
Nice.
NBNN security spider, and he updated several artifacts. And then that takes us to today's Chris update.
Page
where-
2.
Yes. With Uplift, aka managing Jiro's post-release and looking at things to decide if we need one more patch.
More patch. Need more patch.
And then identifying action items for release 42 based on feedback from the poll I put out there and also based on discussions. And we still haven't covered Chris's comments on that poll either.
I know.
And as
We really needed to cover that.
Got to get that poll out there, right?
Hey, and looking through the feedback, he's seen 4 people who gave feedback that they don't like that they have to learn more than one school of magic. He's also had a fairly long discussion with a high-end player who doesn't like that he has to learn multiple magic schools. I'm just confused because the discussion basically feels like, hey, I want to play a fire mage, but your game is broken because I can't kill that fire dragon without learning other schools. Fix your game. Seriously. I get some people want to specialize, but it is absolutely by design that you will be more effective versus things and less effective than against others.
Well, see, that leads, and again, I can soapbox, and I'm
Well,
going to tomorrow on this.
Yeah.
Okay, because
That really should be a soapbox one because everybody's a freaking generalist.
Well, if they
that-
gave us more
everybody.
experience, maybe more than one line's
and
possible.
They keep telling us specialization.
Yeah.
If you want to have the best specialize, well, there's your specialization. We'll talk about this tomorrow. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and
Tomorrow-
get the calendar up for today.
Calendar. Today is May Day.
Mayday. Where's Mayday? She's not here on the set today.
No, she's not here, but Mayday. There is an orgy taking place later this afternoon that
That's
everybody
right.
needs
We'll
to
tell you
attend.
all about that in a minute.
But it's not on
I've
the
already
calendar.
got my party
It
outfit
should be
on.
on the calendar.
Wait, hold on.
The word sausage fest comes to mind.
Mayday's not on the calendar?
Hey, sorry, Marguerite, you need to send those screenshots to nudes@nbnn.info for your costume.
Yes.
We
Not
will
nudes,
curate those pictures
nudes.
properly.
That's right.
Nudes at nbnn.info. Don't forget. Community calendar, don't forget, is also on the NBNN app for all of your electronic devices. Go to the appropriate store, search for NBNN or Shroud of the Avatar, and you can find it that way. It's got all the best links that you need.
Hey,
Otherwise,
Jack,
you need to go to... Yes?
I just put the link for the party into the channel there to the
Oh,
thread
Thank you.
because
thank
everybody needs to go to that.
Okay. where was I at? Don't forget, you can also always go to nbnn.info, click on the calendar button, and all times on the community calendar are Central Standard Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia time. Yes, today at noon, 6, and midnight around the clock, 2 idiots interpret the news, so you don't have to. On WRFB.
Yay!
Radio Free Britannia.
WRFB.
Yay!
Today at 4, on Avatar's Radio, Grumpy Old Gamers taking the alternative route. At 7, you can always join the weekly open role-playing event out in Verret Chaos. Don't forget that takes place at the Pub of Extraordinary Thought, because all great adventures begin in a pub somewhere. That's what I learned from D&D.
Amen.
At 7 p.m. on WRFB.
WRFB.
Are the 70s at 7, and on Avatar's Radio, it's Monday nights with DJ Killy.
G'day.
At 9 p.m., there's an unsanctioned PvP event taking place in the town of Vengeance.
Only sanctioned
And that is
by
known
chat.
as the... And that is the Order of Vengeance Guild meeting.
With the proper PvP-ness.
The only sanctioning
I just-
needed is Jack.
Exactly. And the final event of the evening, besides what we're going to be talking about in about 10 seconds, is on WRFB, and that's the record room.
WRFB.
And thank you for that link there. So everybody does need to go out to Ordinis Mortis this evening and celebrate spring. And don't forget the celebrate spring is to engage in all of those fertility rites
Flower
that you
leaf,
possibly
huzzah.
can.
Yay.
Huzzah!
Huzzah.
Yeah. Hip hip. Huzzah!
Fireworks starting at 7:50 p.m. or sometime thereabouts. Don't hold them. DLMB.
Somewhere around there.
DLMB.
And
That's right.
the after party is going to be in the famous Adultima Club in the basement, and that sheep are going to be present.
You okay, Zeb?
I believe LB named that club.
What?
I think it was LB that started calling it.
I believe he coined the term, wasn't it? And Minerva just
Yeah.
ran with it. I don't know. What? Yeah.
And remember,
happens.
there's a
So-
2-drink
something
minimum.
happened.
That's right.
The
Yeah.
first party there was really something.
What?
Shooter, second OB, and everybody in there got a little sideways.
I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing would ever get sideways in this game.
No.
Never.
I remember farm animals. There were lots of farm animals.
Okay. Come together
Oh,
in
Led
your
Zeppelin was at
best
home then.
Mayday clothing.
Pineapple.
Don't forget it is clothing optional. Yes.
There's a
That's
5-inch
our
minimum, is that what
community
you said, Smith? 5-inch minimum?
No, 2-drink minimum.
2-drink minimum. You wouldn't make it with a 5-inch minimum, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, I can go
Dancing.
5 times. 3 times.
Dancing
Zoo
and
in the
revelry
studio.
between 6 and 8 out in Ordinis Mortis. So lots of revelry.
And go shopping. Stock up my
remember.
vendor.
And then you can go dance with Margarita all night long.
Yes, I want somebody to come dance with me. I've been singing that Whitney Houston song all morning. I want to dance with somebody. Yep, that's the one.
There you go.
It's on a box.
That's a good one.
Right here on NBNN, where you get
Remember-
nothing like this anywhere else in the game, people. Of course,
This is Zig
let me
Conan.
remind you that, of course, you can come join us throughout the week, every day, right here live on NBNN.info. You can join us in Discord. You can listen in on WRFB. You can tune in on Twitch TV. You can catch us in replays on YouTube. We're all over the place. Now, of course, you can also come join us in game. Now, of course, also happening later this year, SodaCon Austin 2017, happening the month before Hobloth. So if you plan on attending, plan on spending some time in Austin this year, because all sorts of great stuff's happening down there. And of course, we are proud sponsors of SodaCon Austin 2017 here on NBNN. If you need any additional info, you can go to the website, or you can contact me, and I'll point you in the right direction and get you in touch with the people you need to be in touch with. And in the meantime, let's try and roll the sponsors properly today. Let's see if that happens.
Well, I was already rolling them because I don't know where you're going. You started with some of them, then you went to SodaCon, and then
I didn't start with any sponsors. We went from May Day to SodaCon. Where did you hear sponsors?
You did it. WRFB.
All right, let's move it along. You
Come
got
on, girls. Come on, girls.
That's right. Grimy Traders Auction House. If you want to start an auction and get rid of some of your wares, go to grimytraders.com. Free to sign up, free to list, free to sell. Get rid of your stuff. Get an auction going. grimytraders.com. Our good friends and official sponsors of NBNN, the Auchenshire Markham Farms. If you need cotton, ale, vegetables, and more, check out the guys over at Auchenshire Markham Farms. And of course, if you need it in a hurry, check them out on shroudmarketplace.com. Of course, our good friends over at the Britannia Mining Company want you to come on down the Market Road and check out all the vendors. They've got all the materials you need for your crafting needs as well. It's located in the Quell region, right next to the Exeter Mines, for your mining convenience. Of course, SodaMap.com, our good friend Jacob White. Of course, SodaMap is now in-game. Hit M on your keyboard. Should be effective these days, or is that not fixed yet? Anybody know? And it'll bring up the lovely SodaMap.com on your screen to help you get around. And of course, if you want some swag, just like the shirts I wear every day, shirts Jack is wearing, the Oracle, you can go to relicsbyreal.com and get your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. You get the t-shirts, you can get hats, you can get the NBNN bumper sticker, all at relicsbyreal.com. You want to save some money when you check out at Relics by Real? Use the promo code NBNN when you check out, and you'll save 10% when you check out at relicsbyreal.com. And last but not least, our good friends over at the Shroud Marketplace, shroudmarketplace.com, for all your virtual vendable needs. Jack, tell the boys and girls about the marketplace.
Yeah, Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. From accounts all the way to Game Gold, you can check out Yankee's shop where he's got 5. You gotta love that coinage. Game Gold. Yankee's got 500,000 gold up for 185 right now. Or you can always check out Dread Pirate's gold, or any of the other players selling gold. And if you wanted to sell your gold and put it up for sale, you can do so on Shroud Marketplace. Just register for an account and then turn around and click on the vendor registration button, and anything can be bought or sold on Shroud Marketplace that is game related, from accounts, game gold, crowns of the obsidian, artifacts just like Dread Pirate has, or even services. Just like Wolfdom's cheese sign writing service. You gotta love the cheesy
Weren't
writing.
there some
Which you
new
can always
sign-ups over the weekend?
Yeah, there was a new vendor called Rare.
Rare.
It's rare.
Not to be confused with Roar.
Rare. It's rare. Don't forget also Soda Design Services, Scrotus Music Service, where $5 gets you
everything you want.
Or wedding and more by Laz.
That's right. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more. If you're looking to get hitched in game, you're looking for a place to live, looking for a place to flop for a couple days while you save up some gold and get acclimated, come see me. I'll get you all set up. Whether it be a place to hang out to get you all started, or whether you're looking to throw a grand party and you need land, you need lots, and you need a location, come see me, because I've got it. Weddings and More by Laz.
Yeah, and I love Shroud Marketplace. I had several sales over the weekend, so I was a happy man.
Marketplace has been busy, I tell you.
Oh yeah, it's one where it's like, hey, you know what? If you want to sell your stuff, register for an account. Remember, each vendor is a different player. There are over 45 different players that are vendors. And you know what? You can start selling stuff.
That's right.
Yourself.
Basically, make your own store. I don't believe, and again, I just got that news. There's no restrictions on selling, even on the free account now. You can sell as many items as you want, and be your own boss.
Set the price.
That's right. Set the price on your goods. Open your store. Collect the cash. Boom! You're in business.
Yeah.
ShroudMarketplace.com, and of course,
and the most important people around here. We have to thank them. And that's you guys. Thank you for watching on Twitch, YouTube, listening on WRFB. We couldn't do the show without you guys, and we do it for you. And also, thank you for hanging out with us in Discord. Don't forget discord.me/NBNN, or if that's too complicated, NBNN.info, and click on the Discord button.
That's right. We're here 5 days a week. We're here after the show all day, all night. There's usually somebody hanging around if you need some information, you need some help, and you just want to hang out with a bunch of really freaky people. Come on in and join us. Anyway, with that said, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up and get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow with more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings, and the latest from right here inside Shroud the Avatar. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, folks, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Remember Verdontis.
Remember Verdontis. Verdontis.
Shh. Be very, very quiet. I'm watching. Holly and the Marguerite jump up and down.